It is a foundational tool that is building your wealth safely and securely, and it's guaranteed to grow every single year, no matter what the market does. Hey guys, Joe Overfield here with IntelliPlan Financial. Today I want to talk a little bit about the ultimate guide to whole life insurance policy loans. Now, for those of you watching this, I'm assuming you're a little bit familiar with dividend paying whole life insurance following the bank on yourself concept that we teach. So this video is specifically focused around policy loans. What is a dividend paying whole life insurance policy loan? Some people talk about it as an investment. Really, it's not an investment. It is a foundational tool that is building your wealth safely and securely, and it's guaranteed to grow every single year, no matter what the market does. What we're doing is we're using this as kind of a backup solution to 401s and IRAs, just in case something happens in the market. Along the way, though, you can access the cash value that you have been accumulating in these policies, and you can take policy loans. And this is where you now become your own source of financing. And you can take policy loans for pretty much anything. I wanted to make sure, first of all, that you understand what a policy loan is. One of the questions I get about this is, how much can I borrow from my dividend paying whole life insurance policy? You can borrow from the cash value that you have been accumulating in the policy. If you had started funding your policy, you have $50,000 in cash value. Your death benefit may be $120,000 right now. You cannot borrow from $120,000 death benefit. You can borrow from the cash value that you have been accumulating. So if you have about $50,000 or so in your policy's cash value, you can borrow about 85 to 90% of that, and that number is pretty much dependent upon the carrier that you're with. You do have to leave some cash in there so that the policy stays in force. Another question I get is, when can I borrow from my whole life insurance policy? This is something I love to answer because I think sometimes people feel like it's going to be a long time before they can start accessing their cash. With the bank on yourself dividend paying whole life policies, maximizing the cash value. So you are accumulating cash value right away in these policies. So as soon as you have accumulated cash value, you can always borrow 85 to 90% of that. I have a real estate investor client who he throws in lump sums at a time. So he starts with a $300,000 deposit. He can turn around within 30 days and take out approximately $285,000 to $290,000. They just need that 30-day cycle to make sure your check clears your bank. You are good to go. You can start borrowing. Some common uses that people are using dividend paying whole life policy loans for: pay off debts, a down payment on a home, purchase homes, help out with covering, say, mortgage payments and car loans in times when maybe you lose a job unexpectedly, finance their business using bank on yourself policy loans. I personally own 5 policies myself. There are so many different ways you can use policy loans, and probably one of the best things about it is there is no structured payback on a policy loan. You can choose how much you want to pay, and you can choose when you want to pay it. Think about that, or compare that to other investments that you might look at, or other loans you may take. If you purchased a new vehicle, they're going to dictate to you the terms. It's going to be 5% and you're going to pay for 60 or 72 months. If you miss one payment, it affects your credit. With a policy loan, there is no set standard payment. You pay it as you go, when you want. Some people want to set it up and pay it on a monthly type of plan, or others just drop a check in whenever they can. It is completely up to you, and it does not show on any credit reports. With that being said, though, I want you to also consider, what did you initially purchase this policy for? If it is planning to be there as additional tax-free retirement income, then when you take a policy loan, you want to make sure that you're paying it back. In conclusion, policy loans are a great benefit to having these Dividend Paying Whole Life Bank on Yourself policies, because you can access it anytime. You can access it tax-free. It can be paid back when and however you wish. It is a great backup plan when you fully understand how they work. If you have any further questions on policy loans, maybe something I didn't, please reach out to us and let us know. Stop by and see us at intellaplanfinancial.com.